It was billed as a clash for the Eastern Conference throne. Chicago Bulls versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Two of the hottest teams in the league meeting head-to-head. From the very first tip-off, it was Philadelphia's night. They came out blazing, raining threes from every corner. 8 triples in just the first quarter, that's no small feat. 45 points in 12 minutes, pure offensive firepower. It looked like a statement game for the Sixers. They built a lead that stretched as far as 24 points. The United center fell quiet, stunned by the early storm. But basketball is a game of runs, and sometimes, of mind games. What looked like a collapse from the Bulls was actually something deeper. A subtle, brilliant psychological battle brewing beneath the surface. And at the center of it stood Nikola Vučević. The big man from Montenegro, often underappreciated, always methodical. But on this night, he wasn't just a center, he was a strategist. Now, if you've been following the league this season, you've probably noticed how light the whistle has become. Refs are calling touch fouls faster than ever. Players barely bump, and suddenly, free throws. It's slowed games down and made them frustrating to watch. Many defenders have adapted by avoiding contact altogether. But Vučević took that approach to a new level. When Joel Embiid had the ball, he played what could only be called defensive zen. Hands down, feet planted, no jump, no reach, complete calm. To the untrained eye, it looked like he was doing nothing. But to those who understood the game, it was a masterstroke. At first, Embiid took advantage. He used his strength, his footwork, his size, he dominated. By halftime, he'd already scored 18 points. The Sixers were cruising, their offense rolling like a freight train. But then something shifted. The second half began, and the rhythm was gone. Embiid kept getting those same open mid-range looks. But this time, the shots stopped falling. It wasn't about the defense being more physical, it was about the mindset. Vučević had subtly removed the expectation of contact. There was no tension, no resistance. And for a scorer like Embiid, that comfort can be deceptive. The big man suddenly wasn't attacking the rim. He wasn't drawing fouls. He wasn't even trying to impose his will. He was shooting, almost casually. And that's when the Bulls started to claw their way back. Bit by bit, possession by possession. The crowd came alive. The bench rose to its feet. Momentum had quietly changed hands. Then came the fourth quarter, the money time. The Sixers were still up by 7 with 5.5 minutes to play. Embiid checked back in, ready to seal the game. But Vučević had been saving something. All that calm, all that patience, it suddenly vanished. Now he played with fire. He met Embiid chest to chest, pushed back, fought for every inch. No reckless fouls, no desperation, just pure, smart pressure. Every shot Embiid took in the final period. Missed. 5 attempts, 0 makes. Vučević had completely flipped the script. Then, with just under 3 minutes left, came the moment. A quick steal. Vučević tipped the ball loose. Josh Giddey sprinted in transition. The crowd roared as the lead shrank to 1 possession. And suddenly, everything felt possible. The energy was electric. The Bulls smelled blood. Final seconds. One last possession. Josh Giddey drives inside. Embiid rotates to block the shot, a perfect read. But Giddey sees him coming. He kicks it out to the corner. And there, waiting, calm, unshaken, was Vučević. The man who had set the entire tone of the game. The man who had outsmarted a superstar. He caught, rose, released. Swish. 3 seconds left. The Bulls lead. Pandemonium. The entire arena erupted. Vučević's teammates mobbed him. And in that chaos, you could see the beauty of basketball. A blend of patience, timing, and unshakable belief. Because it wasn't just about one shot. It was about the chess match leading up to it. He lured Embiid into comfort, into rhythm. And then took that rhythm away. He didn't block shots. He blocked confidence. He didn't foul. He frustrated. By refusing to play Embiid's game. He forced Embiid to play his. And once the tempo shifted, the rest of the Bulls followed. Every possession in the final stretch felt heavier. Every missed shot by Philly felt louder. And by the end, it was Chicago's night. The final score, 113-111. A comeback that was as mental as it was physical. It's rare to see a player control the pace of a superstar like Embiid without scoring 40 himself. But Vučević did exactly that. He turned defense into patience, patience into pressure, and pressure into victory. A masterpiece of control and timing. And that's why this game won't just go down as another win in the standings. It will be remembered as a textbook example of how intellect can beat brute strength. Because sometimes the smartest move is to do nothing until it's time to do everything. Vučević didn't just defend, he played a psychological symphony. He made silence speak louder than blocks. And when the moment came, he let his shot do the talking. Bulls stay on top. Philly walks away stunned. And everyone watching knows, they just witnessed a masterclass in the art of basketball strategy.